Hey everyone, and welcome to my lesson for Freak by Silverchair. I got a request for this because of the playthrough I did. So I remember doing this lesson years ago on an old channel I had, but the quality was kind of down there. So I figured I would update the lesson and give it to you in a bit higher quality and talk you through it. So the only thing you need to know about Freak is that the whole song is in drop D tuning. So tune your guitars to drop D and we'll get started. So the intro of the song is also the same as the verse riff, and it's pretty simple. It goes like this. So all that is you're barring the second fret on the low 3 strings. So you're going from that to open and you're muting. So starts with the second fret, mute it, then open, back on the second fret, mute, second fret, mute, 3 times, and then open. So I know it sounds confusing when I say it, but if you just watch, it's really one of the simplest things. So that's the verse riff and the intro and all that stuff. So the pre-chorus is next. That's also easy. It just goes like this. So all that is you're going open, 3rd fret, 4th fret, open, 3rd and 4th fret, open, 3rd, 4th, open, 3, 4, and then palm mute open, and then 4, 6. So all together slowly it should sound like this. So you play that twice, and the part where he says, "If only I could be as cool as you," it's just this chord here, which is 3rd fret, low E, A, and D, and 2nd fret on the G string, and just strum all the strings. And then you're back into the verse riff. Except after the cool as you part, the verse riff changes slightly, so it goes. Which is just adding in the 3rd fret. So. Like that. So, the chorus riff, the first time through it's clean, and it sounds like this. So all that is going to be, you're going to bar the 3rd fret and go low E, A, D, A, and then do that same pattern but add your 3rd finger down on the 5th fret of the D string. And then open, open low E, open D string, open low E, 4 on the D string, open low E, 2 on the D string, open low E, and then open D. it sounds confusing when I say it like that, but if you play it slowly, it should make a lot of sense, and it's pretty easy. Last repeat, you just go and all the strings open. So then you're back into the verse riff, the pre-chorus, and all that stuff. So after the second verse, it goes to the pre-chorus, but then there's no chorus. It sort of goes from the pre-chorus to a bridge, and the transition's pretty simple. So you're going from this riff Now that would normally be where you do this chord, but instead this time through you're going to go straight to the bridge riff, which sounds like this. And then into that chord. So the bridge riff, it's pretty easy, but for me it requires a stretch because I can't bar with my pinky finger. You might be able to. If you can, this riff will be a lot easier for you. But it goes from 5 to 2, 5 2, 5 4. Like that. And like I said, if you can use your pinky, you'll be able to stretch a lot farther, and this riff will be easier for you. But I have to use my middle finger, or my ring finger for that. So, yeah, that's all there is to the bridge riff, except for that part at the end where it just holds on that 4. And then you just play that weird minor sounding chord that was at the end of the first pre-chorus. Then you're going to go back into this riff. Play that a few times. Then the next chorus is not going to be clean. It's going to be palm muted, heavy, and it'll sound like this. And so you're going to go from the 3rd fret on the low E and D, or low E, A, and D, and then you're going to start palm muting that. Then you're going to go to a C power chord, which is 3 on the A string, 5 on the D and G strings. Palm mute that, and then you're going to palm mute the open low strings. And at the end of that, there's going to be a quick double, so you go down and up. And then repeat it. So slowly, it'll sound like this. Before the solo, you just sort of let your palm mute ease off of that until you're playing the open low strings. So the rhythm underneath the guitar solo is going to be those same chords, only not palm muted. So it'll sound like this. So I think you're going to play that a total of 8 times, only 4 times through the solo and then 4 times after the solo. So speaking of the solo, let's get to that. Solo is pretty easy. It's really just like 6 or 7 notes maybe, but you have to play them somewhat fast. So you start on the 10th fret of the B string. Play that 9 times, I guess. Then you're going to hit the 13th fret of the B string. Play that 4 times. So altogether so far. Back to the 10th fret once. And then to the 11th fret of the G string. 16 times, I guess. So, all together slowly. So you play that twice, then you're going to start tremolo picking. And you slide up from the 11th fret of the G string, you're going to slide up to the 16th fret. So, and tremolo pick that, so. You're going to slide up to the 16 and then back down to 11. And then 14. And then 11. So there's no real rhythm to the tremolo picking, you just have to pick as fast as you can. So the solo altogether should sound like this. Just pick that 11th note, 11th fret of the G string and slide down. That's all there is to the solo. I guess it's easy for a solo. It's just it can be hard to get that tremolo picking down. So if you find your pick is getting bound up on the strings and you're missing notes and you can't quite hit it, try angling your pick this way. And pick a little bit lighter than you normally would, because it'll help the pick glide over the string without getting caught. So hopefully that'll help you anyway. So after the solo, that's pretty much it for the song. It just goes back into the verse riff. So you keep playing that. And then the last chord will be the 2nd fret, low E, A, and D strings, and the 3rd fret of the G string. So it'll sound like this at the end of the song. That's how you get that weird dissonance happening. You just add the 3rd fret of the G string in with that 2nd fret bar chord. So that's it for Freak, guys. Hopefully this was an informative lesson. Like I said, it's a pretty simple song. It sounds somewhat complicated, I guess, when I try to explain it, but hopefully the demonstrations of it made it a little more clear for you. So that's it for me this time, guys. Thanks as always for watching. I'll see you next time, and take it easy.